Today's video is all about digital products. In this video, I'm going to share with you various ideas when it comes to digital products. So you may want to use them to start a business, add to your business, or even diversify your business products. There's a lot to get through, and I have a little thing for you at the end. So let's get into this. Okay, digital products that are text focused. The first thing we're going to come to is ebooks. Ebooks are probably one of the most common digital product out there. Okay, so let's start with this one for ebooks. Create a digital copy of your physical book. Now, this is great if you're an author or looking to become an author. Everybody's into physical books. I love my physical books. I like to turn the pages, but there's many people now who are happy to not read the pages as a digital version. Now, the fact is you've already created the physical book, so it's going to take less effort actually to just take that information that you have already on computer to put it in a digital version. What this does is it doubles your income, because now you can market it as you can get the hard copy or the digital copy. In ebooks, we can also look at cookbooks, travel guides. The scope for creating a digital book is unlimited. So whatever that you want to share or whatever you have in you, it can become a digital book. But I want you to also remember, because I don't want you to overthink this, a digital book is basically a PDF. That's the name of the file. And you can have a single PDF, which is great for worksheets, or a number of PDFs joined together, create the ebook. Okay, so I want to go on to stickers. So stickers, not necessarily an ebook, this is like more of like a PDF kind of document now. With stickers, there's a different ways you can do this. So people download and can print these PDF sheets with the images on, which are called sticker sheets. There's different ways of doing it. You can either print these PDF sheets on normal paper, and then you just literally cut around the images, and then you can use double-sided tape or glue to stick it, or you can buy sticker paper which has adhesive on the back. So when you put that into your printer and print off this PDF, which is a sticker sheet, you then have stickers. Now you can either cut them out by hand, or you can use machines like Scan and Cut or the Silhouette. Okay, then we can go on to digital planners. Digital planners can cover anything from business niches, hobbies, personal life, tasks, anything. And all you're doing is putting it in a way to help people log what they're doing, helping them remember to do something. And it's as simple as that. A few ideas would be wedding planners, holiday planners, budget planners, fitness planners, meal planners, blog post planners. Or you could go with the standard planner where it's just blank and the person makes it their own. And that's just a tiny drop in the ocean of the kind of planners that you can create. Now, there's two types of planners. You can create the standard planner where they download the PDFs, print them off and writing it manually, or you can create planners for apps that obviously are used on your phone, on an iPad or on a laptop. Those can come under Good Notes Planner, Notability Planner, Note Shelf Planner, Zoom Notes Planner, and there's others as well. All you have to do is when you create your planners, you have to make it compatible with whichever app you want your planner to work with. Tutorials in your ebooks, which are step-by-step walkthroughs for someone with no experience. Then you have checklist. Checklist is a list of all the things that you need to do, information that you want to find out, or things that need to be done somewhere. So you kind of know what a checklist is. You kind of go through it, you tick off if you've covered it so you don't forget it. That can work in education, that can work in your personal life, that can work in business. These kind of things that I'm sharing with you now, they can just simply be a one PDF sheet. And yes, people will buy one PDF sheet because people can print off that one PDF sheet over and over again and use it for whatever they need to use it for. Sometimes you only need one PDF to get the information across to actually help someone do what they need to do. Then you have online magazines, which literally is, like a virtual magazine online where you can actually flip the pages now, and that can work for a multitude of different niches. Then we have resource lists. Which tools am I using? I mean, this video could actually become a resource list. Now, swipe files. Swipe files comes from traditional advertising copywriters who would gather title ideas, clippings, research, snippets, and more into a file that would later inspire them to do their work. Now, in this time, that swipe file does exactly the same thing. You can have it as like email headlines. If you've monitored your headlines, you've noticed that these 50 headlines in your email got the best open rate, you create a swap file right there that you can sell to other businesses. Now let's go on to document templates, which are a blueprint for generating other documents. So you use that template and create more of the same style. Now this can work for Excel spreadsheet templates, Google spreadsheet, PowerPoint templates, portfolio or CV templates, proposal templates, contract templates, and there's so much more. Then we have recipe cards, we have knitting patterns, sewing patterns, embroidery patterns, and patterns can go on. Now we're going to move on to digital products that are audio focused. We can look at songs, because obviously people are creating songs. We're in a time now where you don't need the big production company to be helping you produce songs. You can literally sing to your phone and put it out on TikTok or YouTube or anywhere online for people to see, connect with it, and then you can create your following that way. So songs is a great one, especially if you want to step into that arena and it's always been out of reach because it seems like it's so expensive to do so. The next one I want to share with you is ambient sound. Ambient sound is the background or a surrounding noise that is present. This used to be huge on YouTube, where people would create videos on sound, you know, like it's raining, you can hear birds, you can hear the ocean. It's like 10 hours long and people fall asleep that way. If you want to create files like this, that's great, but I'd have them on your own website and sell them as audio files and not actually market them through YouTube, because if you do, YouTube will not monetize your channel. So if you're looking to like monetize your channel at some point, that's going to stop you from doing that. Podcasts are audio based. Now they can be free and they can also be paid. We have spoken word books, audio books. Look at Amazon, which can also be ebooks that you're actually looking at and are being taught or being spoken to you at exactly the same time. You have sound effects, meditation audios, guided meditations, self-hypnosis. These are all areas that you can go into, and recorded lectures, seminars and presentations. Now we're on to digital products that are image focused. So we have clip art. There's a plethora of websites that offer clip art, and if you're into designing, or in the case where you don't have a designer, we've got Canva, you can offer clip art designs for other people as well. We have repeating patterns. The craft industry is huge. It's $1 billion industry, and paper and patterns are always being needed and used. And yes, it's great to actually buy paper and actually have it in your hands, but it's also more economical, especially when money is tight, to be able to actually download digital papers, which are patterns and scrapbooks, because you can print out as much as you want and use them over and over again. We have icons, your social media, WordPress, every kind of website, kind of technology, terminology that we can talk about that we use has some kind of icon. If you're into graphic base, you can pretty much create your own style, which is how icons work. There's a plethora of icons out there, but what makes them different is this person who created them and it's their style. Then we have done for you graphics. Graphics created for the end user. Big business right now in terms of agencies, social media managers and virtual assistants are all in this area, helping people to constantly control and run their social media. And especially as a business, you have a lot of things to do already. So having people create content for you in terms of done for you graphics is going to be a great way to help ease the workload. The next one we've got is stock photos. Stock photo is pretty much an image that people can use. There are a lot of stock sites online, but don't be discouraged and thinking, well, there's a lot of sites out there, why would somebody want to buy my images? That's where it comes with your eye and how you take your pictures and your style. Then we have greeting cards, which can be printable and it can be online. We have a lot of greeting cards now where you can lick a card, put your details in there and say thank you or happy birthday, and I can send it via email to the person. Then we have logos. Now I know logos you're thinking is more like freelance graphic design agency kind of thing. How can that even work for a digital product? Well, the route I would take is to have a website and create loads of logos and just have them standard on your website. People can come, have a browse. If they like something, can purchase it. Obviously you'll give them the license that they can use it for like personal and commercial. You can even give them files for that logo, or you can charge extra for that. That's totally up to you. Now if they want to personalize it, then add an upgrade element to your website, and then that's when they can like talk to you on a one-to-one, and then obviously they can pay accordingly. Obviously graphic designers and working on freelance and design agencies, the one-to-one, it's always full on. But then if you create standard products, then you have less work to do, because it's kind of like people can just buy from the shelf kind of thing. Now you might be saying, well, there's a lot of information out there, or there's a lot of designs out there, a lot of logos out there, they can do it themselves. Yes, people can create logos themselves, but what you always have to remember is there's people who want to learn, who want to do it themselves, and there's people who don't want to learn, who don't want to do it themselves. They just want to go to a website, browse, see something that they like and buy it. Put that in the hands of someone who already knows what they're doing and be happy to pay the price for the end product. Now let's move on to stationery, like letterhead, business cards, compliment slips. Those are still being used. Businesses are still sending letters and compliment slips to other businesses or to consumers. So those things are still relevant. Stationery can also just mean notepads and notebooks. We have templates for Pinterest. I put Pinterest in there because Pinterest is huge, and there's a lot of people who want to use Pinterest and just don't want to create the images because it is a long process. You have to constantly create images all the time, and not just of each content that you're creating or putting out there online, but creating different images for the same content, because you want to get the movement on in Pinterest. You want people to repin your images. They're not going to keep repinning the same image. It doesn't work like that. They're going to repin different images. So even if you have 10 images that all say the same but have different images but all link back to your content, that's what Pinterest is about. And as a business owner, looking at your content and knowing that you have to create so many images can be overwhelming. Having someone to go to and buy a monthly subscription where they get like 5 or 10 images every month based on their business niche is a lifesaver to a business owner who's juggling so much. Now let's look at illustrations and vector images. Now these are huge, and yes, there are a lot out there, especially on stock image websites, but I really want you to not focus on what's already out there, unless it's for research purposes, which is obviously important, but it always comes back to your own style, because when you do your research, understand they're doing it because that's their style, so you can pretty much do what you want to do and put it where they've put in theirs, or create your own platform. Now we're going to look at SVG files. Are files that allow cutting machines like the scan and cord, the silhouette, to actually cut out certain images from the machine. This is great for like when you're doing stickers or where you're working with vinyl, that kind of thing. But that's the file that those machines communicate with. The next one is graphic images that relate to live streaming and video production. There's a lot of live streaming on, a lot of gaming going on. What goes with those are images that are needed. For example, your videos, your intros, your outros, your banners, your thumbnails. Live streaming, you need like graphics of intros, your name and your business at the bottom of the live stream, the live streaming layout on the screen. All these need to be created graphically to be presented on these videos, whether they are pre-recorded like YouTube or live streaming, which is like Twitch, YouTube, other live streaming apps. You don't have to create things completely from scratch. You can actually use stock websites to get even like the basics down and then build on top of that. If you go to Pixabay, they have images that you can actually download as an AI file, which is an Illustrator file, which allows you to make it your own. Content creators are growing so much right about now. A lot of these content creators are just focusing on the content and not too much about the graphics and how to present it on their live streams, on their videos. And that's where you come in. Offer products that are standard, like off the shelf, like we've spoken about before, but also have an element on your website or how they can reach out to you where they can get a one-to-one service. And obviously at this stage now you can actually up your price because you're offering custom service. The next one I want to go on to is 2D to 3D models. Now these need to be created they can be created for films, animations, or for like 3D software like 3D Studio, Autodesk Maya. And people are using these softwares, people are creating animations and creating films, and a lot of graphics are being used. Look at Pixar, okay, that's like top end. But again, we're in a time when technology is allowing us to create animations in our home. People will buy those ready built 2D or 3D models, and it allows them to save time to focus more on what they're creating. Another place for 2D and 3Ds are Second Life and Sims. I know for Second Life, people are actually creating clothes, furniture, creating landscapes. There is a market for 2D and 3D modeling. Now let's talk about mock-ups. Now mock-ups actually cross many digital products because mock-ups are the visualization of your digital product. Mock-ups are the thing that helps your end user visualize the very thing that you're selling. So if you're selling an e-book, you can get a mock-up where it turns your front cover image into an actual book. You can actually put your front cover image onto a tablet, onto an iPhone, onto a laptop screen. If you create t-shirt design or any kind of pattern through mock-ups, you can create t-shirts, you can create cushions, towels, anything that you want to put your product on, which will become the digital product or the physical product. Mock-ups help you to do that. And there's a multitude of different mock-ups that you can create. Again, you can go to stock websites and take images from there and add your own to make it your own, or you can go from scratch, take pictures of products at home and then go into like a Photoshop or another graphic program and take off all the labeling or do the lighting and make it a smart image, which means that someone can buy that image, put it into their graphic software and then implement their design or their logo or whatever they want to put on their mock-up. They can do that themselves. Even Canva has a facility now where when you create a PDF, for example, and you export it, it actually shows you a representation of a mock-up on what it would look like, and they offer that as a paid product. So if you want to go into these, don't think vast because you can get overwhelmed. Niche down into an area that you really enjoy and then be the go-to person for that. Now let's move on to digital products that are video focused. I hope you're still with me, guys, because there's still a lot more to get through. So we've got short films. I put in films and the next one is animations. I put that in too because I don't want you to think now that's way over your head, because we're in a time where there are softwares and there are programs and we have YouTube that are teaching you everything under the sun that if you want to start making short films, you can. We have phones now that literally you can step outside and create a film on your phone, and then upload to YouTube. So short films, animations, those are possible now. Stock video footage, you can literally go out there and video a sky scene every single day for a month. You will then have 30 images of sky, put it on a website and sell to someone who needs sky for the background of their video. It's possible. Your scope for recording video footage is huge. So go with something that you enjoy, something that interests you the most, and then you can really hone your skills and make your content, your videos unique. Yes, there's free videos available, but the problem with free is everybody wants to use them. The people who want to go up that next level will pay for something unique, and it's even better because when you pay, you know that not that many people will have the same content as yourself. Okay, let's move on to digital products that are course focused. So there's a few different ways you can deliver your course. Obviously, once you know what content and topic information you want to deliver, let's look at how you can present that. You can do it via an email course. Yes, it doesn't have to be online, it doesn't have to be on a platform per se. You can simply send each module once a week or once a month to those who have paid for your course. Remember, there's some people who don't want to have to go to a course platform. They're happy to receive your course information via email. You can also deliver your course via a Facebook group. You can deliver it in a post, what you'd share once a week, every 2 weeks or once a month. You can share it via a video, whether that's pre-recorded or live. Through a Facebook group, you're kind of keeping the community together and everybody's kind of working together at the same time. You can do it via your website. I know for a fact that WordPress has many plugin opportunities to turn part of your website into a course platform. And then you have a course platform. These are dedicated websites, online companies that are just focused on delivering the best course platform that they can, and all you do is transfer all your content onto that course platform, and then you market your landing page for your course, and that's what you promote online. Now we've discussed the ways of presenting your course. Now let's look at how to put your course together. So there's various elements. You can have it visual. That's like either images on the screen or you talking to the camera. Audio, which is more like, obviously an audio file is just the sound, someone's listening to it, or text-based, where someone's literally reading a PDF on the screen kind of thing. You can stick all these together to make the course, or you can choose which is best for your course and the student. Because you're delivering the course, you will know which ones are going to be more relevant to what you're teaching and how you want the student to take that information. Put yourself in those student shoes and think about how you would like your content delivered. Some people like learning visually, some people like learning just listening, and some people like learning reading. Remember, your course needs to keep them engaged so they actually complete your course, and then thus they'll be able to get the result that you've promised them through the course, or the transformation that your course will bring. The easiest way I can say to put your course together is to put it down on paper, outline your course, have it like in chapters, like how you have a book, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. In this case, your course would be module 1, module 2, module 3. Obviously, if that's how you want your course to roll. Write down what they're going to learn or the outcome of each module. Then you can then decide if that module is best to be text-based, is best to be audio with an audio track, or is it best for you to be talking to the screen or them looking at the screen reading some text. If you put it out on paper, you can visually see how someone will go through your course, and then that will give you a better way of analysing which medium is going to be best for that module so that student can get the best benefit from it. The next part is digital products that are membership focused. So we've got membership programs. Now, membership programs are basically you are getting a monthly payment for some kind of service or information. Now, I say monthly, but it doesn't have to be monthly, because some people now are offering where you can pay for the whole year, you get like a discount, but the whole point of it is a recurring income. So you can have a private forum, that's like a business forum or a cooking forum or a hairdressing forum. You have a private paid Facebook group. Facebook groups are free, and there's some that are actually paid. I've been in ones where it's a free Facebook group, but they have a paid section where if you have more features, if you pay a fee, okay, and then you have, for membership focus, accessed members only content. Now, this can work on platforms and it can work on websites. If you're using WordPress, for example, WordPress allow you to protect certain content. You can actually get plugins for WordPress, and it create a membership on your website, and you're able to add a paid element to certain blog posts. And the last section we're going to look at is digital products that are tools and software focused. So the first one we're going to look at is Lightroom presets. Basically, Lightroom presets are custom filters that you can apply to photos and videos. Now, a great way to actually go into this is if you are already creating videos and photos and people are liking the shots, them liking what they're seeing, and then you're getting some compliments going on. Create and turn your custom filters that you've created for yourself into presets that then you can sell so other people can have the same results as you. Then we have fonts. Now, fonts is huge. There's loads of free sites that you can get fonts from, but it comes back to your style. All the fonts that we have are thanks to people who have created fonts in their own style. So take inspiration from the fonts that you see online and create your own. And then next I want to go on to brushes, actions and presets. These are mostly for creative programs like Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe After Effects, and design programs like Procreate. All these kind of programs, and obviously there's more, they all come with default brushes, actions and presets to allow you to use a program kind of out of the box kind of thing. But as you are a creator using these programs, you create your own things. And if you are creating specific brushes, actions and presets for your projects, understand that there's people out there who can very much use what you're creating for yourself for their projects, and that's where your digital products will come into play. Then we got WordPress themes, Shopify themes, Wix themes, Weebly themes, any kind of website out there that uses some kind of platform. Anyone that uses a website to promote what they're selling or doing online wants a theme that represents them, and that's how your themes can come into play. Yes, there's free ones, but with the free ones you don't get a lot of flexibility, and that's your unique selling point with your paid themes. Thank you for sticking with me. There was a lot of information in the video. So this is the part where I'm going to share with you the 2 freebie downloads that I promised you in the beginning of the video. Both downloads will have a list of everything that I've shared in this video, so you can use it as a reference when it comes to you creating your digital product. The first option to download is if you have a business. So you're going to go and look at your existing products and services. You're going to break them down and see if you can turn any of those products and services, or even part of them, into digital products. If you want to tap into new markets, tap into new audiences, then a digital product could be the way you can do that. Option number 2 is to think about your skills, your experiences, and your knowledge of your life so far, from school to the present day. Think about everything that you've done, everything that you trained for, everything that you know. Write it down. You'll be surprised at all the things that you have done and know, and how that can benefit somebody else in their life. I want you to not overthink this. Do not think about monetization just yet. Just think about what you can do, what you have, and write it down. When you have the information down in front of you, that's when you can start analyzing and processing, and then looking to create that next digital product. So the links in the description below, so go and take advantage of them. I will see you in the comments, and I look forward to learning about your next digital product. And so until next time,